to be honest, to the others, the justice of the Bristol and 21 also to the one third Israelites, which include two to the children of Zebedee, who is the king of the Indians, who are with us together according to the book of Jeremiah 50 and 33, but with him still out the furniture adoption, the giving of the law, the promises, the glory, and the covenants, according to the book of Romans chapter 9, just in case you don't read. Okay, talking about the blood descendants, of course, also being included in the 12 tribes. Wherever you are, however you look, at your seed line on your father's side goes back to Jacob, which according to the Bible there's only one seed line, which is the father's one. Okay, when it comes to um, who you are, basically. There you have many examples for that. And yeah, okay, so this gospel is preached, this truth is out, okay, and we have elders and apostles still being established for our death, which means studying, receiving salvation in the end for the results that we basically made from our studies, okay? You can't say, oh, I'm a believer, okay, but your faith is dead, and your faith is dead, okay, that's not working. This is 2 Timothy 1:16. As also in all his epistles, speaking in them of these things, in which are some things hard to be understood, which they that are unlearned and unstable rest, as they do also the other scriptures unto their own destruction. Okay, to give you an example, scripture talks about doctors of no use. Okay, let's just get this one guy, Mengele. He was a doctor in the NIC I regime here in Germany, Tübingen, which is the Paulo Fever. And other cool things he did. Okay, he did that in the title of being a doctor. But guess what? A real doctor, not because Esau said it so, but a real doctor is there to heal you, like the scripture says it. Okay, and not to do you harm. But you know, this guy Mengele, okay, he was called the death angel of Auschwitz, which is no other usage of the word angel, which means, messenger, basically, some about that line. Okay, if you go into the Hebrew, which you should do, of course. Okay, so this is Second Peter again, 2 and 16, as also in all his epistles speaking in them of these things, in which are some things how to be understood, which they that are unlearned and unstable rest, as they do also the other scriptures, onto their own destruction count. And that's exactly what you can listen to if you talk with these people, calling themselves believers, Christians, Israelites, even whatever they call it. You talk with them about one thing. Mostly it's about if you have to keep the law. Okay. Then you have those guys which call themselves Israelites, and then it's only left how to keep the law, but at least they keep it. Okay, so the rabbit hole goes deeper anyway. They will tell you different lies, not just about that topic, but like here, for example, read it again, as they do also the other scriptures. So there is no way around the fact that if you lie about one scripture in the Bible, just because your vain opinion and your stupid emotions, okay, you have to lie about other verses that actually would back up that verse in its true form. Okay, because there's a rule where we go by, and it's line upon line, precept upon precept. You see, this is Isaiah 28 and 9 to 22 states that the word of the Lord is precept upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, here, little and there, little, that they might go and fall backward and be broken and snared and taken, you see. So you can easily snare somebody who lies about just one dot of the Bible with other scriptures that would actually promote, back up, and would only show one version of what he was reading. Okay, but if he tries to stay with his vain opinion, which opinion has nothing to do with the scriptures really, no? Okay, either the word is that or that, you know, but you know, there is no other meaning of the word. There is same meaning, different kinds of maybe, but it's always the same outget of the word. Okay, same sense of the word. Okay, if I have the word, just give you an example. I try to nice. Okay, somebody is nice, and I type in synonym of nice. It will show up things like um, friendly. Okay, uh, you see something like that, but there will not come out a synonym meaning uh, teeth. Okay, or uh, cool. No, makes no sense. So it always has to do with the kind and not with the opinion or feeling or whatever you want to um, basically put in the scriptures with your unlearned mind, which your unlearned mind just means unlearned heart if you read it in the text right there. The heart is deceitful above all, I mean, above all things, and just the way you can know it. Okay, this is Jeremiah 17:9. Okay, exactly, nobody. So your heart will deceive you to have an opinion on some scriptures, but there's no way that you can have an opinion on something that is being, ja, ach, Vorsicht, there's no vain word being said in the scriptures, so you know you can't turn it around how you like and put it how you want. No, there's always one meaning in one direction with one outcome, and if you want to change the whole thing, that brings another outcome. Okay, one translator, okay, even bad translator of the Masoretic text don't do that, but if one translator writes for a Hebrew word there, okay, which means you have to keep the law, okay, for example, if it says you shall not lie, which is one of the Ten Commandments, but he writes there you are allowed to lie, okay, of course people would correct this guy and things like that, but this is actually what they're doing to a low extent, and guess what, that low extent is enough for most of the people to be completely confused. Okay, it goes into other books and things like that. And then you have Paul talking about, or basically, this. One book is talking about Paul's letters are hard to understand. Okay, so then it goes even deeper where these people completely bug out, okay, over what they read. But it has to be the translator if it's completely wrong. Okay, why is it so hard to understand it? Anyway, double honor to the elders and apostles who be out here because at that point there's no longer talking. At that point it's just being not in the spirit of finding the truth. That is what goes for you people out there, two gods of Israel, because we don't even talk about the heathen. Okay, so that is the truth behind it. That is the truth uh, to that. Being not in the spirit of finding the truth and being conformed with this world. You don't believe me? Because and be not conformed to this world. Okay? Be transformed. Romans 12 and 2. You see? Not being a transformer. This is not what it means. Okay, but people can actually even do that. Turn and twist it. Okay? By renewing of your mind that you may prove what is good and acceptable and perfect will. So I'm out.